Welcome to YesBot. Today we are going to see GATE Life Science Excel 2021 paper Botany. And here we are going to see the most probable answer key with detailed solution. This is the part 1. So let us begin. First question is, wheat plants treated with the prolonged cold temperature at seedling stage flower earlier than the untreated control. Seeds collected from these treated individuals, however, give rise to the plants that do not flower early. This phenomena is called. The options are photoperiodism, temperature acclimatization, vernalization, adaptation. So the correct option is vernalization. Vernalization is the induction of a plant's flowering process by exposure to the prolonged cold of winter or by an artificial equivalent. And the plants that show these vernalizations are the annual plants. These are the wheat, barley, rye, and it also includes biannual plants like the cabbage, sugar beet, carrot, and some perennials like the chrysanthemum. Next is, which of the following cellular component are not part of a cytoskeleton in angiosperms? The options are microtubules, intermediate filament, centrioles, and microfilaments. So the correct option is centrioles, as the centrioles are the paired barrel-shaped organelles located in the cytoplasm of the animal cells near the nuclear envelope, and they are absent in the higher plants, so that they are absent in the angiospermic plant cell also. Next, third question is, which of the following plant taxa contains vascular tissue, that is the xylem and phloem, but not woody tissue? Options are ferns, oak, pine, moss. So the correct option is fern, as we know that the fern, it belongs to the Pteridophyta group, and it has the first plant group which evolved on the land, and it shows the presence of the vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem, but the woody tissue is absent from this group. So the correct option is the fern. And about these other options, moss, this is a bryophyte and it doesn't show any type of the vascular tissue. And about this oak is an angiospermic plant. It shows the xylem and phloem, but it also have the woody tissue in it. And the next group is the pine. It is a member of a gymnosperm. It also have the vascular tissue showing the xylem and phloem, and it also shows the woody tissue. So the correct option is the fern. A woody plant is a plant that produces the wood as its structural tissue and thus has a hard stem. Means the plant that shows the hard stem, it has the woody texture. So the examples of these are the trees and the shrubs. Next question is, which one of the following organelles controls the gravitropism in the roots of the higher plants? Options are amyloplast, chloroplast, etioplast, and chloroplast. So the most correct option is amyloplast, which do not have the colored pigment, and it deals with the function of the storage of the starch grains, and so they play important role in the gravitropism in the root cells. So the option is the amyloplast. Next question is, match the modified organs in the group 1 with their corresponding prototypic forms in the group 2. And here the first group, it has the tendrils in group grapevine, and the tendrils in the garden pea, and spines and thorns. As we know that the tendrils in the grapevine is the modification of the stem, and the tendril in the garden pea is the modification of the leaf. So the correct option would be P1 and Q2. Here this is the option 4, and as the thorns are the modified sharp pointed stem, and it occurs in the axil of the leaf where a branch would normally develop. And the spine. Spine is the modified sharp pointed leaf, and since it has a bud in its axil, so the spine occurs in the relative position of a leaf. So the spine is the modification of a leaf. Here in the opuntia, this flat structure, it is the stem, and the leaves are modified into the spiny structure. So the spines are the modification of the leaf, and the thorns are the modification of the stem. Next question is, match the cell tissue in the group 1 with their corresponding total DNA content in the group 2 of a typical diploid angiosperm species. Here the C denotes the DNA content in the haploid genome. So here in the group 1 we see P, that is pollen tube, Q is the megaspore mother cell, R, that is the synergy, and the S, it is the embryo sac prior to the fertilization. So the correct match would be option 3, that is P1. Here the pollen tube, as we know that the pollen tube, it is a haploid, so it has the 1C content, haploid genome. And the megaspore mother cell, it is the diploid cell which gives rise to the female gametophyte. So it is after meiosis, so it should be 2C. So here the correct option is option number 3, that is P1, Q2, and the synergy, these are also the haploid cells which shows the 1C content haploid genome. And the next is the embryo sac prior to fertilization. As we know that the normal angiospermic embryo sac, it has the 8 nucleated and 7 cell structure. So it has the in all 8 haploid DNA content. So that is the 8C. So the correct option is option number 3, that is P1, Q2, R1 and S5. The next question is, match the genetically modified crop in the group 1 with the corresponding genetic element in the group 2. Here in the group 1 we have first, that is the tomato with delayed fruit ripening. Here in the tomato, the delayed fruit ripening is achieved with the help of the enzyme, that is polygalactonase. So P, it should be matched with the 3. Here it is in the option 1, and the herbicide resistant soybean, it is the EPSP synthase gene, and insect resistance cotton, it is the modified gene, that is Bt cry protein. So it is the option 4, and the soybean with the modified oil content, it is the 2, that is delta 1,2 desaturase. So here the correct option is option number 1, P3, Q1, R4 and S2. So this is for the today's video. This is the part 1 of the GATE series, and in the next video we will see the remaining questions. So please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.